block is hot, block is hot. Can't even sleep. A lot of niggas out here gotta eat. Gotta grind, gotta stay on your feet. The block is hot, the block is hot. Wake up in the morning to the sound of the sirens. Every single day, so I'm happy.
Oh my shit, yo. Yo. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Keys of the City podcast. We are here with episode number 13. We finally made it to the some say lucky, some say bad number of 13. You know what I mean? But we here now. We got a special guest in the house tonight. I am Q.
And I'm Lily.
And our special guest in the house tonight is Jessica. Say what's up to the people, Jessica.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
And we're gonna throw it over to Lily and give us the topic.
All right. So today's topic, we're gonna be discussing stay-at-home moms dealing with absentee fathers. Absentee fathers is a general thing. They could be at home, but they're constantly working outside the home. Don't spend a lot of time at home, or they can be completely absent from their families. So my friend Jessica, she is a stay-at-home mom. She's a stay-at-home mom of two beautiful little girls, both under the age of 3. And she is married. She's been married for 2 years, I believe.
3.
3
Okay.
3 years. 3 years. So, she does have a husband who is constantly working. She stays at home, like I said, with her girls. She's constantly with her girls. And we just wanted to touch base and see how difficult it is and how she does it dealing with an absentee father that is in the house, but he is constantly working, and how she feels it might affect the relationship with her children.
Okay, awesome. So that sounds great, man. And Jessica,
Yes.
you ready to teach somebody because guess what? Every day another person is having a kid, whether it's a teenager or adult, right, or older, right?
Yep.
And they don't know these lessons yet. They have yet to face these lessons yet. You know what I'm saying? They just living in the first 6 months of joy of having a kid. You know what I mean? So you're gonna teach somebody with your story. You don't ever forget that. And that's the purpose of this shit in this podcast. Excuse my language. You know what I mean?
This is super interesting because I've known Jessica for 7 years, and we worked together at the zoo, and I remember her talking about kids and marriage like it was just gonna be this joyful ride. And it's not always so joyful. Like sometimes there's such hardcore moments that people don't really talk about. You look at Instagram, you look at Facebook, and you see beautiful pictures and you see only good moments, but you don't understand what's behind the doors.
So what's your first question you got for the young lady tonight?
I just wanted to speak a little bit about her experience having her first baby, Aaliyah, which beautiful little baby girl. She's gonna be 3. Just talk to us a little bit about your experience, what you thought was going to happen, and what actually did occur, and how you are where you are today.
I mean,
that was a lot.
I thought it was going to be, butterflies and kisses, but God says, skirt. Nope. Definitely not what's going to be. I mean, my husband, like, I'm not trying to put all his business out there either, but I mean, we've had a rough, relationship in the beginning. Well, not in the beginning, but like middle, getting pregnant. I was basically like pregnant by myself. I would go to the doctor's appointment by myself with Lily. 99% of the times he was never there. He didn't go because of work. He only went to one because I think he got out of work early. But pretty much long story short, I had a...
Did that bother you though?
Of course, yeah, because
Okay.
I would always tell him like, when are you gonna come? Oh, I don't know, I'm working. Even though I knew that, but I thought that maybe he would, budge a little bit to at least come to the ultrasound.
But and he never attended none of that.
No, he only attended one not because he got out of work early.
It was the 3D one, I remember.
It was because of the 3D one. But the first one that he actually saw her was because we got into a car accident when I was 4 months pregnant.
What?
So, me, remember when I got into a car accident when I was 4 months pregnant?
That wasn't the one with me, right?
No. That was the one. That was the one that I was with him, and we were driving, and then we got hit at a stop sign.
Oh
Mm.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
then you're saying that's the only time he went to the scene. Say that again. That's the only time he saw what?
The ultrasound, her in the ultrasound.
Oh shit! Because he had to see because of the accident.
Yeah, so I had to go because my doctor was like, "You need to go just to make sure that everything is okay with the baby." Yada yada yada. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the first time he saw her was
Mm-hmm.
when I was 4 months pregnant, and it was due to an accident. And then
Okay.
I tried to make sure that he could actually have that, experience. So that's when I did the 4D ultrasound. But my husband, my pregnancy wasn't all butterflies and kisses. I basically was by myself through my pregnancy. It was, I can say, one of the worst pregnancies ever. My husband was battling an addiction, which was
Okay.
an alcohol addiction.
Uh-huh.
So I want to say the first year of my daughter's life, he completely missed it. He
Mm.
has no recollection of memories of her, of how she was when she was little. Like, I can't even sit back and be like, "Oh, do you remember when she did this?"
Mm.
Because he'd be like, I honestly, I don't remember. So it was very tough because I basically did my pregnancy by myself, dealing with an alcoholic,
Mm-hmm.
and as well her first year by myself because again he was an alcoholic.
Now
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you feel like the job that he was in and the people that work with him influenced him in that alcohol?
Of
Of course,
course.
of course, because that's all they did. They
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
was just get work, and then after work, their boss would buy them beers and stuff.
Well,
So yes, and he got influenced easily to that.
Now, Q, I
yes.
don't know if you
Yes.
know, Q, I don't know if you know this, but she met her husband through my ex, which is Mike. So
Uh-huh.
they both were iron workers.
Yo, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
in this specific company, the boss, just to keep them all happy and going, he would buy them beer, take them out, drink. So remember, I discussed this with you as well. Mike also had a very strong addiction. So they were both they were both addicted into this
I'm
job.
not gonna bullshit. In that world that Mike in, that's my world.
Yeah, you were also an iron worker.
My drugs and alcohol played a major part with my shit. I think all of us that's up in that air fall to some type of victim to some substance for some strange fucking reason.
That's what I was gonna
I
ask you.
don't know
What's
if
It's
the
it.
true.
reason?
I think it's because we deal with life or death so much that when we come down, we try to block it out with alcohol or smoking or whatever you choose. That's your shit. And I've watched a lot of my homies become alcoholics or cokeheads because of the job pressure. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and it's
saying?
very true. All of his coworkers are freaking go to
Hmm.
work drunk
Where's wrong?
or go to work, like all coked up or on
Yep.
meth. So
Yep.
I heard
I don't
stories.
know. That's crazy about that connection with that type of job. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
It's
that's
somebody.
what I was trying to see. Because you were also an iron worker. My ex for 11 years was also an addict to drugs and alcohol, and so is her husband. He was also
Yeah.
suffering and battling an alcohol addiction. So I guess there's a serious connection, and it's good that you clarified that maybe it is, something that you experience up there. It's life or
Yeah.
death, and when you come down, you block it.
You block it, man. I mean, it's a lot with that shit, and you block it, and you try to take that world away from you for a minute. You know what I mean?
So when you go home and you have your children or your family, what what stops you guys from interacting and leaving that alone and interacting with your family?
Drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
Because now you really want to get high and waste it most of the time because now you got a little downtime, you know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it start putting the strain, yeah, that's that start putting the strain on you, you know what I mean? But me, I had to I got so bad where I didn't never turn to no alcohol, not like that, but I had PTSD, and that's
Mhm.
why those guys was getting drunk because they didn't deal with the PTSD. They just was chilling after work. Where the fact that I didn't drink and fog my mind, when I come down, I could be at the when I come off tour or if I come back home after being on tour, I gotta stay in the house for 3-4 days to by myself, Now,
Wow.
mind you, I'm with my family, but I gotta stay in a room by myself. I gotta isolate myself. I gotta do a lot of shit to unwind from that stress that I was just under for that whole month of am I gonna die any minute? You know what I mean?
Now you going through what you went through and having that same career path as Jessica's husband, as my ex, as a woman in the on the other side of this relationship, what is it that you wanted or that you needed from your significant other to understand or to try to help you, pull you out of that? Was there something that she could have helped you with? Is there something that we can do to make you guys more comfortable to not feel that way or drink or do drugs? Like what
I don't
can
think so.
us?
I think it was they were too far, too deep.
Too
Yeah.
deep, yo.
Hmm.
And like you would think that a motherfucker would be like, well, I don't want no stress when I come home and all that shit, but it's too deep for all that. Like
Hmm.
it's really
You
nothing.
guys block out reality. Reality is not even there
Reality,
anymore. By the time you get home,
yeah,
there's no
yeah.
reality.
There's no reality, b. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You said it right there. You said it. And if you don't, if you use a drug to block out, then you don't your reality. Me, I faced it. So I faced it like, like I said, I had to learn different language when I came home because I'm now speaking a language of being in the still, being up there, and I'm talking to my girl, I'm talking to the store people in that language. Everything I had to reverse when I came off tour. Like, yo, my whole mind was fucked up every time. So I was angry at people. I was fidgety. If I seen something coming out of the corner of my eye, I'm jumping and shit. Motherfucker be like, damn, what you saw? A bomb or something? No, nigga, because I just was up 100 feet in the air thinking I'm gonna die every fucking 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
No, and Jessica, I actually showed pictures to Q of how high they actually go.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I know they riggers,
they
man. They
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 go.
crane
Hmm.
riggers. They crane riggers. But hold up though. Back to the coming home to Jessica though. And the problem is being absentee and how it affects your kids.
Hmm.
So he wasn't there for your 1 year old.
No,
So at right now, how old is your 1 year old?
she is about to be 3 in February.
Okay, so what type of relationship they have so far, the effect you see taking place?
Lily can be a witness to this. She's not that. That's
Oh,
not her. That's that's
she.
that's not her
Okay.
world. Her world is mommy. She
Yeah.
knows that
Oh,
mommy is always there. Mommy always
Hmm.
made it happen. Like yes, there'll be times that she'll go and show him affection and stuff, but it's not the same. Like he even says, "Oh yeah, there you go, gonna follow up with your mom and da 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 da." So where's your
There's no
mom?
connection.
No,
There's no
there's no
connection.
connection
yeah.
with him. She That's her world. Like if she sees her daddy, like that's like nobody can tell her shit about her father because she's like Google Gaga and she melts
Who's
over her
that?
daddy.
Who is that?
My
Aaliyah.
youngest.
Oh,
Okay.
No,
Aaliyah.
my
Oh,
youngest.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
because now he's present. He's
Yeah.
present,
Yeah.
but he
Yeah.
never got that from Aaliyah. And till this day, he doesn't have that. But you could tell that he feels, like he feels like I don't want to say jealous, but like he feels a certain type of way because she is so like attached to me and affectionate to me. But yeah, she does show him affection, but it's not the same as mommy. It's not the same like her little sister shows her father. It's not the same.
And that's natural. And then yourself, how does it affect your relationship?
Hmm.
Him not being there like he should.
I mean, we went through our trials and tribulations. I'll tell you that.
Give me an example. I don't want to go too deep, but give me a story that someone could say, I don't want to go through this as a person that's in this type of relationship.
I mean, it's gonna get deep because every time it's been deep. I don't want to put him out there like that, but I mean, there's been incidents where he would get drunk and he would lay out in the street, right? Because we live in an association,
Mm-hmm.
so he would literally lay out in the street. I would have to sit there and drag his big ass. Mind you, he's like 6'2", and
Mm.
I'm 5'3".
Oh man, come
And
on.
So
he's like 250 pounds.
yes, at the time, not no more. He's
Yeah.
got a lot of skinnier. By the time he was like 250 plus.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
um, there'll be times I have to like sit there and drag him, and it would be like that consistently. And then there's just one time that he got stupid drunk, and I don't know how the hell he landed under his car. And mind you, he has a truck,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know how he fell under his truck. and I had called one of his best friends at the time, which lived like 2 minutes, like right behind us, to come and help me. He
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Nah, I ain't coming to help you." So I had to. I don't know how I did it to try to get him out. I got him out at least like halfway, but I couldn't get him all the way. I had to call his mom
Mm-hmm.
and his brother to come. So they came, they helped me, and then it was just like seeing him like that all the time. I was like, bro, like it's either like something gotta give. Like I can't keep living my life like this. Like we have a 1 year old, we fight all the time. This is all she's gonna remember. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
she knows when you're drunk. Like she doesn't want to be around you. She starts crying. Like she
Mm-hmm.
knows. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm like,
yeah.
so it's either you get the help or we're done. I was like, because I'm not trying to sit here and force you to get the help, because if you're not ready, that's okay. But let me know that so I can go and live my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm.
at this point, it's like it's either you get the help or you don't. I was like, because we could definitely not bring another kid into this world. We could just definitely not.
Mm.
No, there's just no way. I was like, so he's like, no, I'm gonna go. And I tell him like, I hope you're going because you're ready. Because again, if you're not ready,
You're gonna fall right back into it.
then don't do it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. But be 100% with yourself and make sure that this is what you want to do. And he's like,
Oh,
yeah, no,
I
I want to
got you.
do it. I want to do it. And then he ended up going. He was there
Mm.
for like a month. And I mean, our relationship has blossomed. You know, has its little bumps and roads. And every relationship is, peaches and cream. But
Yeah, yeah. But he don't drink no more.
no, he does not drink anymore.
That's what's up. That's what's
Mm-mm.
up.
It's been a year that he's been
Mm.
sober. So a
Yeah.
year and a half
'Cause
actually.
and you seen changes. You seen changes in his like you seen from year from the last year and a half to now. Has everything like changed as far as him and his relationship with the children?
Yes, I want to say yes and no, because he still sometimes will come home and just he rather be on his phone, or he'll just rather just go to the gym, and then by the time that he gets home, the girls are asleep. You know what I'm
Mm, I
saying? So
got you.
it's
I got
like,
you.
but there's times that when he is off, he does take the initiative to try to, play with the girls, whatever, give them attention. But it's a lot better than what it was in the beginning, I'll tell you that much. I mean,
I have a question. Do you hold any resentment towards him for what he put you through your pregnancy in the last 2 years?
of course, that's a whole lot. And I think that's why we have a lot of issues.
Yeah.
A lot of issues, but we have certain issues
Yeah.
that I feel like we need to go as a couple, as for therapy, to get it sorted out, because there's a lot of resentment. There's a lot of, like, I don't want to say hate, because it's not what that is, but there's just a lot of things that need to be,
That
like, nip in the butt and put out there.
and come to an understanding.
For example, as a person that don't know, just give me one example of an issue that you guys have. Like I could explain a little bit. Like some people relationship go astray when children are involved because now
Hmm.
the romance slack up. We don't go out as much. We don't chill as much. We don't have as much time as we used to have on our romantic level too.
Yeah,
So
on a
it's
personal, on a connection level between
yeah,
people.
it's so many different avenues of things that can happen because of what you guys are going through. So give me one issue that you see that all right, this is an issue and we need to address this shit or it's not gonna work.
I think it's more.
Besides drinking, because you said the drinking
No,
is
no,
done.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so what's
I think it's more of like he's not, like, I can expect him to have the same love language as me, because my love language and his love language is totally different. But
Mhm.
you have to make it a point. Okay, babe, let's go out. Like, tell your mom watch
Yeah.
the kids and do this and that. We don't
Hmm.
do that. And the
Yeah.
last thing I'm gonna do is sit there and tell a nigga, you need to do this, you need to do that. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, I've said it so many times before. I'm not gonna do it.
Mm.
I think he gets so wrapped up in work that he forgets. I don't think he means to do it maliciously, because he's a very forgetful person. Like, he forgets his own birthday. So he's that type of person. He's very forgetful. But that's still not an excuse. at the end of the day. But that's
So
one.
do you feel? So do you feel if he would put in more initiative towards you, and just take you out for a little bit, or do something romantic, show appreciation? In other words, if he were to show more appreciation towards you, you would act different towards him.
Of course, for
I
sure.
mean, but when you say appreciation, now hold on now.
No, God.
When you say appreciation,
Hmm.
I'm sure if she a stay-at-home mom, they don't live in Opalaka somewhere or in Little Haiti.
Oh, we used to
So
live in Opalaka.
so I'm sure that the man is paying a decent amount of rent. I'm
Hmm.
sure that they not Freddie Flintstone in it to work every day, picking up their car and running to work.
Yeah.
So niggas is driving and shit. If I don't know how you make your money, but just I think a stay-at-home mom, you could have an internet business, you could have all this money, whatever. I don't know, but I'm saying, of him
Yeah.
being a breadwinner, I mean is that not appreciated? I'm out here busting my ass about to die
No,
for
you.
y'all.
Yes. Yes. Hold on.
Yes, that
Hold on.
is.
I'm
Yes.
about to die
Yes,
for y'all.
that
Hold on.
is.
Yes.
But okay, let's say for example, let's say the house is clean, right?
Yeah.
Motherfucker comes in, throws all his shit, goes to the kitchen, messes it up. After you're done cleaned, that to me shows that you don't appreciate the work that I put in.
Oh shit! So what you saying? You want him to come in there and tiptoe and be like, "Yo,
Not
No, that's not
tiptoe.
what I'm
No, hold
saying.
on, Q. Hold on, Q. Not tiptoe.
what?
Not tiptoe. But if okay, I could agree on certain things with her. And no, it's not about tiptoeing around the house, but you can be conscious of what you're doing. If you know she has two girls under 3, right? That are constantly running around,
And
her
one who
older
has
daughter.
autism.
Yeah, her older daughter has autism. She's constantly in and out of appointments. Now, if you see she's busy all day, okay, she's cleaned the whole house, you can't come in and just dirty up the kitchen and not wash what you dirty,
True.
or
Or not
certain
clean up,
things,
period.
not clean up. Period.
Yeah, that's just. I don't think that come down to the job shit. That's just don't be a slob, fam.
Yes, don't
Don't
be a
come in and
slob.
drop. Just take your clothes, put them in a hamper. I'm sure we got a clothes hamper.
Exactly.
Throw
Yeah.
them motherfuckers in a hamper. You know what I'm saying? That's what that kind of like. Come on, dog.
Because
Like,
it's like this is the example I give. It's like if we come to your job and after you guys done got that 20-pound hammer and put in all those screws, we go behind you and we knock them all down.
hell no, because you ain't working
Okay,
for me. I'm working
exactly.
for you. Working no, you ain't working for me because I'm out there working to make sure you good.
I know, but this is an example. That's like if we come after
But I'm
what you
but I'm
just
out
worked.
here at home making sure that you good.
Yeah, that's
So
why I said no.
yeah,
You're right.
so
You're right. So that's why you shouldn't just don't be a slob, fam. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm coming down behind you and I'm motherfucking buffing and this and doing all this shit.
Exactly.
No, but I'm not gonna be. I shouldn't be a slob where you got to come behind me and pick my drawers up off the middle of the goddamn floor because I'm gonna peel my shit off and keep going. You know
Exactly.
what I'm
But some
saying?
men, remember the last episode we did, we
Oh
talked about,
man, you gonna tell me? I know some motherfuckers do it,
yeah,
or women
we
do it,
talk about
men do it on a
machista.
regular.
We talked about machista in one of our last broadcasts, and some Latin men have the
It's caught
tendency
up.
to think that
Yeah.
because we stay at home, or because certain women stay at home, that is our job and we have to do that 24
I
7.
mean, his
but
shit is supposed to be limited though. Go ahead.
my thing is you can say it's my job, but okay, you're working, right? You're making all the money, but are we rich? Why am I driving the car that we're driving if you make all the income? That's my mentality. You know what
Oh,
I'm
hold
saying?
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up,
I'm just
hold up,
you
hold up,
know.
hold up, hold up, hold up. What you saying? You said what? We ain't balling. You trying to talk about you getting the bag? What?
No. I'm
What?
just saying when it comes to men like that say that like, oh well, you
Yeah,
stay at home all day,
yeah,
you do not, you don't do this, you don't do that. Okay, but you work all day, but so why we ain't rich? Why I
yeah.
ain't driving a car that I'm driving? Like it's
I got
that's
you.
how I see it.
Like
Yeah.
it's
It's like
easy for men.
it's a two-way street. It's just when you come home,
So he don't want you to get a job though?
if even if I wanted to get a job, I can't.
No, I'm talking about like, or he don't want you. What about your own business and
I
stuff
have a
like that?
business. I have
Yeah, I know y'all got y'all business, y'all candle joint, and you got another business, right?
Yes, I have a boutique. So no,
All right,
he supports me 100% with that. That's
that's
always his
love.
income. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's
yeah.
like he supports me with that 100%. And I have worked even us being together, like even when I had my first child, and as well as giving birth to my second, 3 weeks right after an emergency C-section that I almost freaking died. took her
Yeah.
ass back to work because we needed money.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
So I've done it.
Yeah. But you don't need to do that now. You got your man got to holding it down, so you
No, of
good.
course,
You know
of
what I
course, of
mean?
Yes,
course.
but there's
Yes.
certain things. This is what the
He got to
topic of
respect the game, though. You know,
exactly.
well,
We're
the
not
topic,
slaves.
we're going to go back to the topic. You know what I'm saying? We went off hand a little bit, but the real topic to me is those kids. You know what I'm saying? And what I can say about his situation and what I'm hearing is I'm glad he got young kids and they haven't experienced that shit for many, many years. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That it's happening, they're young, he can snap out of it and have those memories, those 4, 5, 6 year old memories, you know what I mean? When they that age.
Yeah,
You
because
know what I
kids don't
mean?
remember the first year. So.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he snapped out of that shit. Like she said, he back on
Yep.
his shit. He ain't getting high. He ain't doing none of that shit no more. So he on his bike. You know what I mean? But on a relationship tip, I mean, the absentee father tip, man, that shit will affect kids and fuck kids up. And that's my concern, you know what I mean, as a father, and you got new kids, a father not being there, and we know there's so many reasons for
There's
that.
different reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
one thing I must say though, well, I'm not gonna ever cut him no slack. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say this as a person who sacrificed and as a husband, a father, all of that. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse. Excuse me. There's no excuse that you can create that won't make you say, "Yo, honey, let's go do this.
No,
Let's
of
go
course.
chill, do this." There's no,
Mm-hmm.
you can't come up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not
At
tired,
all.
none of that
Mm-hmm.
is impossible. Another thing too, when you start getting money like that, because that's a big money game. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You tend to be willing to sacrifice everything for it. And one thing I had to do was after about 2, 3 years, I told Lily I was out hearing my daughter voice in my head while I'm up in the air, like, where are you? You know what I'm saying? She was so used to me. That was her first thing she used to say when I get on the phone. Where are you now? And I'm
Aw.
like, yo, I'm in Texas or I'm in California. She don't know. She a little kid. All she knows is
Yeah.
where are you, right? I heard that shit so much that I said, you know what? I gotta quit this job and find me a job in Miami so I can stay home and raise my child and be local. Even though we don't live together, I know I'm home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming back in 2 months. I'm here, right?
Yeah.
What he got to understand is, yo, that bag is not more important than your little 1 year old, your 2 year old, your babies, man, your three,
Mm-hmm.
your babies. And that bag is not important more than your wife. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse for you saying, yo, I'm not coming to work today. Why you ain't coming? I got a doctor's appointment. I'm going to see the motherfucking ultrasound. Fuck that little $400-500. I'll get the next one tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? A nigga
Yeah.
get caught up, and you can't make it. All you thinking about is my money. Your money is not more important than these memories. Because look what your wife could say now and forever say. You wasn't there knowing none of that shit.
For nothing. Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But you chose the bag. The bag don't really count, bro, when it comes to certain things.
But this is the thing, and you know, just as well as Jessica and me, that job is so dangerous. We've known, me and Jessica know a lot of people that in the matter of the last year, a lot of these iron workers have died. Like
Oh man.
you could lose your life. Me and Jessica know two people already from the from iron workers that have passed away. Mike
Mm-hmm.
got electrocuted, almost died.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Bro, I had 10 back surgeries. I had motherfucking broke arms, broke wrists, and I've
sheesh.
watched motherfuckers just walk right off the ledge,
And you
kill
guess
to their
what?
death.
And
You
guess
know what I
what?
mean?
What they don't understand is they're replaceable. They're replaceable, and you're